Morning, everyone. I need your opinion on something. I'm open-minded that I've got this wrong, but I don't think I have this wrong. And so I meant to upload this earlier this week, but I had an incident while walking my dog and taking my daughter to school. Long story short is it was a beautiful morning. I was already in kind of a funk. My daughter's daycare is just down the street, a couple streets over. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to take her on her little pink bike. She's almost 4, by the way. And my dog for a walk. And then dog's getting her walk. Gets to go pee and poo. And I'll get my daughter to school. She'll get some vitamin D, some sun. And hopefully I get rid of this like funky feeling. So nothing out of the normal happens. Leica goes, I'll start with this. My dog, her name is Leica, and I always make sure that as soon as I take Leica for her walk, that the first thing I do is take her to like an open patch of grass. So on each side of my house, there are like public dog peeing spots. No one's lawn, right? One's by the mailbox, and if you go to the right, then we're on a green space. So it's like dogs all go pee there because it's no one's grass. And so I always make sure I empty her bladder first and before going further, which she likes to take her poo-poo a little bit later. Go around the corner on the street where the daycare is, and Leica needs to go poo. I can tell because she's doing her slow sniffing. Her little shaken booty is starting to slow down. She gets in position, and there's nowhere else to take her besides like a lawn. Like there just isn't, right? It's like house, road. And so, yeah, like of course I'd like to be on public grass, city grass, but this is not abnormal, right? Like this isn't abnormal. What would be abnormal if you don't pick it up right away? So she's pooing, right? Of course. I'm like, oh, like Lydia, my daughter, stop. We got to pick up Leica's poo. Go down, pick it up right away in my hand. As Leica's done, and I've already got the poo in my hand, the house that was on the lawn, on the second floor, the sliding door opens up and this woman's there. About my mom's age, maybe, give or take. Hard to tell, right? Hard to tell. Maybe like 50. I don't know. My mom's older than 50, but maybe like between 50 and 60. Anyways, I knew instantly. Leica, you're making yourself look bad. Okay. That's Leica barking at the neighbor's dog in the yard. Okay, anyway. So I knew right away before she opened her mouth what we were in for. I knew it. I could sense it. I could see the look on her face. She opens the door and she looks at me and she goes, "That's effing disgusting. Disgusting." Like that. And I'm like, oh, sorry. Like I picked it up right away. See, like I like showed her the bag. Like, see, like look, poop in bag already. We're good. And she goes, "That's effing disgusting." And like just kept saying it over and over like that. And my daughter's like looking at her, looking at me, like is looking at me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, she had to go. It's already picked up, apologize. And she goes and gets her phone and starts recording me. And just kept saying the same thing over and over again. And I'm like, she had to go and I picked it up. And then I said, excuse me, can you please stop using that language in front of my daughter? She's 3 years old. I've already picked it up. We don't have a problem. She's again repeating herself, filming us. I said, I'm going to walk away now, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm going to walk away now. Take care. I walk away. And so Lydia's biking, like is, going on being a dog. I'm like flustered. I'm very angry at this woman, but I'm trying to maintain my composure for my child and trying to be mature about it. But like, I'm a little rattled. I'm like, who is she? Right? Like, whatever. And so as we're walking away, I'm like, it's okay, lady. That lady wasn't very nice. She wasn't very nice, but we're okay. We picked up the poo and now we're going to put it in the garbage, whatever. So we get to her school, have to cross the road. And there's like a stop sign, right? Because there's like 2 lanes. Anyway, so stop sign, cars on both sides going in both directions, stop. And as I'm waving at the car saying like, thank you for stopping and crossing the street with my dog and Lydia, there is the woman from down the street in her white SUV. And she's staring at me and she's muttering. I already know what she's saying. Yes, I get it, lady. It's effing disgusting. Poo-poo is disgusting. My dog is disgusting. Whatever, okay? And I'm like, oh my God. Like, as I'm like waving and smiling, I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, because I know she's not going anywhere. Like, I just know. So she knows that we're crossing. She turns left. And as soon as you turn left, it's a daycare, right? And she goes and she rolls down her window, but then a car's honking. So she goes down the street and pulls over. And I call my husband and I'm like, how far are you? And he's like, why? What's wrong? I'm already like taking Alina to school, which is much further. My other daughter. And so I'm like, there's this woman, blah, blah, blah. And she's swearing at the dog and me. And I don't want to tie Leica outside the daycare without someone watching her because I'm scared this woman's going to hurt her. Like, people are crazy. It's not crazy for me to jump to conclusions. It's crazy for people to act crazy. So Meanwhile, while this is happening, she has waited for the car to pass her, and she turns around and comes back in front of me and my daughter and my dog again in front of the daycare, rolls down her window with her camera out, recording me and not saying anything. And I'm like, ma'am, still on my phone with my husband, ma'am, like, go home, go home. And she's like, still just saying the same thing, like muttering the same thing, just disgusting, gross, and videotaping me. There's cars behind her. There's other parents looking at her, looking at me like, should we do something about this lady? And I'm like, ma'am, I'm going to call the police. I think you should go home, ma'am, go home. She goes, call the police then. And I'm like, I will call the police. Park your car and we can call them and we can talk to them together. And then she keeps videotaping, then leaves and obviously drives home. Like, that's insanity. And listen, I like to think that I can take a little bit of criticism. And I know some of you are going to be like, yeah, get your dog to poo elsewhere. Listen, I don't know if you have a dog. I think I'm a very responsible dog owner. And I'll admit this. Maybe this woman was at her breaking point because there's a real problem in this area, probably in every area, where people don't pick up their dog poop. They just don't, right? Like, it's very frustrating. It drives me nuts every day when I'm at the park or walking. There's poop all over the place. And what's even crazier is that, like, I don't see any kids walking their dogs. So it's these adults, right? Like, it's disgusting. But give me a break. The poo was picked up. There was nowhere else to go. I can't dictate where my dog goes poop. I can't. I do my best, but it happens. I picked it up. Give me a break. And the way to act, to act that way in front of a child, like, I don't know. I don't know how I kept my cool, but I did. I didn't want to escalate it in front of my daughter. But I want your thoughts on that, because to me, that's unacceptable, degenerate behavior. I think that if I had been one of those irresponsible dog owners that hadn't picked it up, you have a case. You're like, hey, hello. Like, would you mind cleaning up after your dog? Okay, thank you. And continue to do that next time, right? Like, you can be stern, fair, responsible, and communicate like an adult. But really, like, what was she going to do with that video? She must have, like, posted it on the website, like the community Facebook group. I haven't had the chance to look. But to me, like, the greatest evidence of what happened is what she recorded. So fine, go ahead and record it, but you're making yourself look insane, like absolutely insane. Now, love to hear your feedback. Yes, on the dog poo problem, though, I'm really at the point where I want to program a drone to, like, monitor the area and spray water at anyone who doesn't pick up their dog poop, or, like, give them a chance if they are out of bags, like, drop a bag or spray them, because it is a problem, but there's different ways to address these problems. And I am not the villain lady. I pick up other dog poop when I have extra bags, other dog poop. So you should be thanking me, because I am trying to help the problem. Anyways, let me know your thoughts. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.